What is up, everyone? Welcome once again to the army of the high-value engineers. Yes, and let me first of all, like usual, do my notifications real quick. Discord, I'm live, like this, copy paste. And then Twitter, of course, why not? Boom, taken care of. Yes. So today stream quant trading. So everybody knows, well, not everybody, but the most people know from the community that we are building a complete crypto exchange from scratch in Golang. Everything, order books, matchmaking engine, Ethereum settlements. We have a private Ethereum network, and we have real Ethereum, well, tied to Ethereum addresses, hot wallets from the exchange, hot wallets from the users, and we are actually transferring currencies when an order gets matched. But we are gonna use that exchange to do our quant trading. Why? Because it will give you a better understanding of how these order books work. It will give you a better understanding on how everything works, because and eventually we will use real exchanges to do stuff on. But if you use a real exchange to test, these order books are basically ticking each and every millisecond, nanosecond, and you will get epileptic attacks watching those books, and you will have no clue what's going on. So if you can start from what's going on, because YouTube, yes, it's good, we are fine, we are Gucci. Yeah, because if you start from an empty order book, you will have a much better overview of how these things work. The end. Thanks for your lessons. Amen. The pleasure is mine. If you are happy, I'm happy. So what we're gonna do today is basically do a little runner-up stream, because that's the way I teach things. We never do things scripted, because if you teach things scripted and you go into the real world doing these things, you will run into issues and you will have no clue what's going on, because we never run into issues. Because software engineering is basically 70% of your time is fixing your own shit. That's what it is. So, yes, main, let me see. So let's run this thing real quick, make run to see what's going on. So we boot up everything and we have some market making stuff going on. Very simple. And but I want to make these logs very clean, because we want to see exactly what's going on, so we can learn and explain things much better. That's what we're going to do. John. Hi, Anthony. Greetings from Spain. But I'm Peruvian. I like the way that you teach. I hope that you understand my English. Yeah, it's fine, man. Thank you. Like I said, the pleasure is mine, man. As long as you guys are happy, then I continue. That's the main driver of motivation, right? There is no money in the world that can replace the feeling of people appreciating you. All right, so we're gonna do a couple of things. We also have server, and we have these users actually, and look at this nasty thing. We're gonna refactor this a little bit, and we're also going to install a logger. Gerard, welcome, my man. One of the true soldiers of the army of the high-value engineers. Always here with us, always. Never skips a stream. This guy is a legend. What are we gonna do first? I think, because this is not like for quant trading, this stream, you will see concepts, and you need to get used to these concepts. You will learn a lot by that. We're gonna do it very gradually over time. We're gonna fix these things first, and then we can actually make the market. That's what we're gonna do, make the market and see how things work. And then we're gonna try different strategies, and we're also gonna try different trends in the market, right? Because we can actually simulate that if we, in our market orders, if we bump up the sell pressure, the price should go down, and then we can see how our algorithms will react to that. And that's something you cannot do on real exchanges, right? If you do, how can you teach on these exchanges, right? Because Bitcoin is sleeping. Everything is sleeping right now. So we cannot test our things, right? All right, cool. Oh boy. A logger. We're gonna install real quick. Go get github.com. I think it's Serupson. Serupson Loggerus. That's a logger. Is as old as the streets, but I like this logger so much, and I don't know why. And let's see if this works. All right. And I think we're gonna log directly into our matching engine, by the way. Into our matching engine. Let me search for place, market, order, limit order. That's what we're gonna start. And I'm also thinking to transform, it's basically thanks to Jared, transform this exchange into something with liquidation engines, so we can actually transform this spot exchange into something we can short on, right? Use shorts and liquidate people. I always want, that's a dream, I always want to liquidate people. And that's what we can do, but that's for later on. We need to do first things first. Okay, so focus up real bit, focus up, place limit order. Can we do something like loggerus? I need to think how this API works. With fields, I think. Like this. Loggerus. Field. Is that a thing? It is. That's amazing. All right, loggerus with field. So we're gonna log. What do we need? Maybe we can do something like, first of all, the price. It's gonna be the limit. Do we have the limit? Yes, we have the limit. So the limit price, man, I still need to warm up, not gonna lie. So again, a little repetition. The limit, what is the limit? A limit is a bucket containing orders of different sizes from different people, but these orders are all sitting at the same price level, right? That's a limit. For example, if I place an order at 10K, it will sit in the 10K bucket. And people can place the same orders from different sizes on the same limit, and it will all sit in the same bucket. And if somebody places a market order, it will basically eat that limit order by order until the limit is gone, right? And the less volume is in the limit. That's, people call that the order books are thin. That's a common slang in the space. The order books are thin. If you don't know what that means, it's basically that in that kind of limit, close to the price, right? Close to the current price, is the size is less. So if somebody comes in like Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, and he dumps a lot of money in it, it will eat that price limit like a knife through butter. Man. So we're gonna log the price. We're also gonna log if it's a bid or an ask. So maybe we can say it's type. The problem is, I'm gonna quickly go to open up another order book, the same file in two windows. Oh, order. What is this cursor doing here? It's gonna return a string. We're gonna say that the string is gonna be, let's say it's an ask, and if the order is a bid, then it's a bid. Wait, we can do, a bit. And why I'm doing this, because we have bid and ask with booleans, and if we log that out, it will be true or false, and that's not clear. We can also actually do, let's do something very cleaner actually. Return bid and call it a day, to be honest. So the type is going to be order type, like this. Price type, what do we need more? Size, of course, size of the order. A timestamp, I don't think it's something. The user ID, maybe. User ID, why not? It is gonna work. Let's see. Oh, wait. We need to do loggers with fields and then say info. And we could say, for example, new limit order. Like this. Yeah, I like that. We also have our own logging. We're gonna remove this. I think it's in server. Let me new limit order, bid limit price. Yeah, let's remove that logging. Then we have filled market order as also something we're gonna replace with the other logger. And just again, this exchange really transfer tokens. This is not a toy. You can say it's a toy exchange, but basically you can deploy it in production and you can trade with ETH. Best ask price. Who is logging this actually? Let's go to main and delete all the shenanigans. Start server, sleep, new client, see the market, all fine. We don't make the market. We also not gonna place a market order for now. See the market. Ooh, these sizes are way too big. So we see the market. Why? Because for a couple things. Because we're also placing market orders, and you cannot fill a market order if there is not volume on your exchange, right? Yeah. So right now what's going to happen is going to make 2 orders on the exchange. I like this. I like this logging. Right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place some market orders. Small size. Because otherwise we will get some panics that the volume is completely. What is the function of the logger? Well, the logger will just log things out on the screen, right? These things. So we had these very ugly lines on our screen, which is basically cluttering up our eyes, so we don't really understand clearly what's going on. And with this nice logger, we can clearly see new limit order, and we have these nice colors, and it's nice format, nicely formatted. So it's gonna help us detecting what's going on when we do stuff later on, right? So we basically preparing all this good stuff to actually do some education, market making. Basic market making first, so everybody understands why it's needed and how it actually happens, the most basic form. And then you will also understand why these algorithms are evolving, right? It's all about competition, actually. It's all about competition. And at a certain point of time, people get smarter, so they do other stuff, right? Instead of these classic market making algorithms, they do some arbitrage with it. to basically get more revenue, right? Because the spread, like I mentioned before in the video, especially for us, like not specialized firms or firms that actually just starting out with a very basic amount of capital, you cannot make the market on these exchanges for BTC and everything, because especially not from the spread, because it's too small and you have no money. What are you going to do with your 5K? With 5K, I mean, you cannot do anything. You're not making any money. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And all these big exchanges like BitMEX or Binance, Kraken, they actually don't have that of a good liquidity incentive programs. Because why? Because they are already established entities in the space. There's a lot of professional market making firms already on them. They will get, of course, paid for doing that, but like a small firm, like if you want to start your own firm, you will get less commission, you will get actually nothing. So you need to find smaller exchanges just coming up, because they are in need of liquidity. They are in very need of liquidity, and they will do a lot of good incentive programs for liquidity, bonuses based on the amount of liquidity you provide. And that's actually how you can make money as a starter, as a starting algorithmic trader. That's actually how you can make money without too much risk. How does it help? Well, it just helps us to see things much more clearer. That's how it helps. I just want to adjust these sizes because 10 maybe. All right. Preparing things, boys, preparing things. Okay, market order filled, that's fine. Now we're going to change this logging. Where do we do this? In server, probably. Filled market order. Now the question is, can we do this in order book? I want to move the logging into the matching engine itself, to be honest. Place limit order. No, no, no. Market order. Yes, yes, yes. So these are our matches. So we log this here. Average price. Wait. A lot of things are going on here in this server, not gonna lie. Oh, this is the orders. Yes, yes. We keep track of the orders from the user. Filter market order. Are we using the match here? I'm gonna actually do it here. Log this. With fields, log this fields, like this. Info, filled market, filled order, market order, like this. And then we're gonna say size, total size filled, the average price. Because if you fill, you need to be very aware that if you fill an order, if you fill a market order, you don't fill it at one exact price. Well, it can be. It can be. If the limit bucket containing all the limit orders is, if there's enough size, you can actually fill your market order by one price, right? Just one flat price. But it could be that the order book is thin, like I mentioned, that there is not enough size in one limit, so you will eat that size for at price level 10K, for example, and then it goes to 11K, the next, or some other price, the next in the list, and you fill the rest of your order by that level. by that level. And maybe it's also thin, and then you fill, that's the slippage. That's the slippage you have, because people say slippage. So that's what it is, because if you're selling 1 million Bitcoins, for example, and I'm taking Bitcoins as an example because most of the people know what Bitcoin is. If you sell 1 million Bitcoins as a market order, which you never should do, by the way, but there are people doing that from time to time, then and the price is, for example, 10K, you will never ever sell 1 million Bitcoins at 10K all at once. You're going to sell a couple 100,000 at 10K, then you're going to sell 300,000 at 11, and so forth, and so forth and so on. And that's basically your slippage, because you expect to sell your million for 10K, all of them, but that's not true. So all the limits are getting eaten, getting filled, and that's your slippage, right? So how do these guys do that? Well, they use something like a VWAP or a TWAP algorithms to distribute their orders over time, so they can minimize their slippage. And that's why some people on Twitter VWAP, TWAP, and they think they are professional traders, because they just spitting out these words and everybody thinks, whoa, he's so cool, he's so good. This guy on Twitter, he's talking about VWAP. I have no clue what it is, so it should be good. But these algorithms are not used for day trading or something. These are used for distributing a shit ton of money into the market without losing too much money due to the slippage. That's what that is. And TWAP and VWAP are also very outdated. There are very much more smarter algorithms out there to distribute your order. Yeah. Average price. Average price. Like this. Is that everything we're gonna log? Probably not. I want to have the type of the order, of course. What type of market order did we actually filled? It's gonna be the order type function we just created. Is that true? Not sure. Do we need the user ID? I don't think so. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Filled market order, average price 9. Ask. And the size is 10. That's good. So after a couple minutes, let's speed it up a little bit. What's going on here with this Visual Studio sometimes? Let's make it a little bit faster. Let's go to main, because it's now 5 seconds. We place a market order. And in real markets, it's much faster, of course. So make market simple. That's not the case. We need this one. Time ticker. 1 second. Yes. Make run. So that's why I'm using this own exchange, so we can later on we can play with the speed of these things are happening, right? We can slow things down and we can speed things up. That's something you cannot do in real exchanges, right? So for good education, I first needed to write my own matching engine, my own exchange, which is actually happening. Already been done. And if you're interested in that series, it's on my channel. So you can basically follow along and create your own exchange tied to a real Ethereum private network completely from scratch. So we get an error, and that's perfectly fine, because this is a panic saying not enough volume on the market, because the market liquidity is completely gone. And we are trying to sell, but it's impossible. So you can never sell, you can never buy or sell something on an exchange that has no liquidity. And that's the reason why there are specialized companies providing liquidity by placing limit orders, right? So this exchange price, this is, Jared, don't you need the UID to report the fills back to the buyer? Yes, exactly. That's true. That's true. We have that. We have that. Because, as you know, we also have our own JSON API. Yeah? We also have our own JSON API. Let me slow down it a little bit real quick. So we can, wait, let me open up Postman. Nightbot. Take action. Do something. Yes, you see Nightbot is awake. Who is this guy actually? He's already gone. Cool. All right. It's the first spammer. The first spammer in the chat. Congratulations, my friend. I hope you have a good day. I want to slow things down and I will open up Postman so we can actually see. I can show new people what's going on. Postman agents. Open Postman. Like this. Workspaces. Because each exchange has an API and we also have that, right? Because the matching engine is running. We have a JSON, we have an HTTP server, a web server, so we can actually query our exchange. We can query the order books. We can query the last rates. We can query the best bids, best asks. We can cancel orders, which is very important in these algorithms. Wait, because this is from our blockchain we are creating. This not. So what I'm going to do is quickly boot this up, make run. And then we can do books, eat, boom. So these are the books, right? So we can see exactly the asks in the book. And we can see the user ID and the price and the size and the timestamp and all of that stuff. And if we match an order, we have a match object, a match struct, and we can report that to the user. But do we need that for ourselves? Probably not. And is this guy away from the chat? Let me quickly check because I don't see it on my OBS. Can I delete this guy? Hide user on this channel. Yeah, done. Sorry, man. Sorry, guys. Just a little moderation. All right. I'm thinking. Let me quickly see if we need to update new logs. No, we don't. Good. Okay, the last thing I want to do, something I also want to do is refactor a little bit our users from the exchange. Here. Because the way we create them is a little nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like I mentioned, this exchange also has its real Ethereum addresses for each user. So when we fill a market order, with a limit order, we actually transfer these tokens. And this is our Ganache blockchain. It's an Ethereum private network you can boot up with Ganache or whatever you call this thing. I call it Ganache. Ganache. I don't know how it actually were pronounced. And each time we match, you can see we transfer these tokens from the exchange hot wallet to the users, which is amazing. So what we're going to say real quick is func exchange. What the hell is going on? Exchange like this, yeah. We're going to say register user. It's going to take in a PK as a string, a private key as a string, and a user ID as an int. And it's going to return completely nothing. We're going to say the user is going to be a new user, the PK, and the user ID. And then we're going to say exchange users. User ID is user. And it's an int 64. Yes. And one thing we also should do is our exchange fees. Because right now we are trading for free. And we don't take the house, don't take a cut. And that's not good. We need to make money. Although it's unimportant for our quant trading, to be honest. Let me see if I can do exchange, register user. And let's actually like this and do 8. Is this working? With fields, logres fields. Exchange. User ID, and maybe we should it smells like fire in my house. I hope everybody is okay. Oh man. So ID, what I want to do is the address of this guy. Actually, the private key, logging the private key is not a good idea, I'm not gonna lie. Never do this. To be honest, can we actually have his address? User. Ah, that's a good one, Jared. Will it be too complicated to add make and taker fees as well? No, actually it doesn't. And that's something we should do. That is something we should do, actually. That's a good idea. Maybe we can do it later. Yes. I forgot that. Man, thanks to you here in the chat once again, bringing me on good ideas. I'm so concerned about the smell, not gonna lie. I just baked some eggs before I start streaming. So maybe I don't know. As long as there is no smoke, I think it's fine. Can we do something like user private key, public key, like this? What's going on here? To string or something? That's a little bit unfortunate. User private key, probable time, public key. Is it a function? Probably not. It's this. What is K? Let me quickly see. Are there any bytes or something? String? Anyway, fuck it. Fuck this address. Fuck it. We don't need it. New exchange user. All good. Just a thing. We're gonna do this. Copy this. Seven. Six, 666. Get him out of here. Who is this? The balance of John. Do we care? Probably not. And I don't think we need this. That was just for printing out the balances, testing if these currencies are actually being transferred. Echo new. Can we do... Can we mute this thing? Probably not. It doesn't matter. Because it's printing out this big echo thing on our terminal. And I don't like it. There should be a way to mute that. All right. All good. Okay. Actually, we don't need this. Okay. Main. So, this working, that's good. Of course, this logger, because we have verbose probably. I think if we test without verbose, it should be fine. Go test. Yeah, cool. We are fine. I'm thinking if everything is set up, server. Wait, client, that's what we need. So we have our own client interacting with our JSON API. So let me see. Actually, so what we can post orders, that's good. We can find the trades, that's the last thing we did actually, get the trades, because that's what the price, that's how we fetch the current price of the exchange, right? Because the price of a token of an asset is determined by the last trade, no matter if it's an ask or a bid. So we need that. We can get our orders, very important, because we don't want to compete with ourselves, because what we're going to do as the first simple market maker algorithm, well, basically how to make a market, is we're going to place an ask, we're going to place a bid, and we're going to keep querying the order book for the best ask and best bid. And if there is a better than us, we're going to cut them off, right? It's the same thing like people playing RuneScape or World of Warcraft. The auction houses is basically somebody places an auction, and you see this, so you undercut this guy, right? Because you want, you're both selling potions, right? You're both selling potions or some, I don't know, some crazy item, and you want to sell it, and somebody sells it for 10K, and you see this, and you say, boom, you're going to sell it for 9.5K, right? And another guy comes in, and he says, what the fuck? 2 people already before me, I'm going to sell it for 8K, right? And that's how the prices are basically, that's how the spread tightens. That's how the spread tightens. Yes. But of course, if we query the books and we see there is a better order, and it's our order, then we're not going to compete with ourselves. That would be savage. Get best bid, get best ask. I think that should be good. We can delete orders, that's fine. So basically, I want to test this real quick. So we are very, very good to go in the future. And this is the purpose of this stream. And I hope I give some people already some insights of terminology so we can follow along. Actually, what we're going to do is basically, you know what? Let's clear everything. Let's just clear everything. See the market. We get them out of here. Make the market simple. We're gonna Get them out of here. What's this user ID? We don't need it. Seed market. Market order placer. Time and sleep. Trimming things down. Market order placer. Oh my god, we don't have anything anymore. Tick. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we say service start server. Which basically, actually, why is this server? Why is it going? That makes no sense. Because it's the API server. We make a new exchange in that. I want to refactor this because it doesn't make sense. We're gonna exchange is going to be server new exchange. Damn. A client. All good. That's all good. So we make a new client. Why do we need? Why do we need this client? I'm confused. Oh, it's the eat client. It's the to dial our blockchain. The question is, should we do this refactor, to be honest? You know what? Doesn't matter. Man, now I'm confused. Wait, how do we put this up? Wait. Server start server. Yes, let's do that. Let's keep it simple. Don't confuse people. Exchange like this. Okay, cool. So we start our server, which basically starts the exchange, the order books matching engine. It starts up our HTTP server so we can communicate. And then what you're gonna say is, first of all, it's gonna have an empty exchange, and we only have order books for Ethereum, right? We only have the ETH order books. We don't have any other order book. Although order books is a map of that can have different order books, different tickers. So you can later in the future can add your, I don't know, another ERC20 ticker, Shiba Inu, or something else, some other shitcoin. But for now, we just keep it for Ethereum because it's simple. It's native into that Ganesh blockchain. It's just makes our lives much easier. All right. So first of all, we have this client. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna seed the market. Why? Because the thing is, if we start an algorithm, the first thing we're gonna do is actually query the best bid, best ask. But if there is nothing on the exchange, it's completely empty. It's weird. It's super awkward because then we need to make. But actually, what we could do, we're gonna do it like it is in the real life. Because let's say this exchange has completely, it's just booted up today. There is nobody on this exchange and you want to make the market. How do you do that, right? Well, what you do is you query another exchange. You query, I don't know, Binance or BitMEX, and you query the price for ETH. Well, BitMEX not the best thing, like another good spot exchange. Anyway, it doesn't matter because everything is arbitraged anyway. It's fair value, it's equilibrium across everything. You just query. You query the price and you use that as a base, and then you offset it or something, right? And actually, maybe we should simulate this. Can somebody check the price of Ethereum real quick? The price of ETH in USD or something. So I don't need to open up that shenanigans. Seed market. Actually, no. Make market. Ice Bear. Good evening. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon in my country. Make market simple. It's not going to do anything. Fretje. Goedemiddag. What is up? How it's going? I hope you had a good day. I will hope you have a good Saturday. It's weekend. It's raining. So it's the best time to start learning things, right? Instead of playing Call of Duty or something, or League of Legends, because you're gonna feed anyways, right? So don't do it. So we're gonna make the market simple. So what I'm gonna do is simulate an Ethereum price. What's gonna be the ETH price? I don't know. Const ETH price. I have no clue what the ETH price is. Let me quickly check. Actually, I'm gonna make it very simple. ETH price is gonna be 10K to start, or maybe, yeah, it's fine. Is this what you know as the Oracle? Yeah, well, as the Oracle, yeah. Well, if you say it's an Oracle. So normally you never have to deal with that stuff, right? Because in all these exchanges, there is somebody already doing things in there. It's already making the market, so you can just query best, ask best bid. But in our case, our exchange we are going to boot up is completely empty. Nobody is there. It's so we need to. We cannot think of a price out of the and suck it out of our thumbs, because nobody's going to buy it, right? If the ETH price is 10K in real life, and you're gonna make the market for 20K, nobody is coming to you, right? Nobody is going to buy. That's not gonna happen. So you need to query another. You could basically what the guys are doing is actually they aggregate all the books of basically every exchange, right? They have, you don't know, like quant trading. The most of these things is tooling. You have no clue, because if you want to be a quant, the first thing you're gonna do, trust me, the first thing they're gonna ask you as an interview is aggregate me 3 orders. I think my OBS just fucked it up. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Let me see. Not quite sure what's going on. I think my OBS just crashed in some reason. And is somebody here? Can I confirm it's all good again? That's the first time that happens, not quite sure. But it's Saturday, so everybody is at home consuming my internet. Excellent connection, so I think it's gonna be fine. If somebody can type something in the chat responding to my sentence here, would be nice to see. It's all good again for me, yeah. It's the first time that happened. But like I mentioned, on these weekends, man, people are consuming my whole internet. Those bastards. And I have a good internet, I have the best. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. So what I was saying, not quite sure where it was broken. But the thing is, if you want to be a quant, if you want to do some quantitative trading, one of the biggest crypto market makers out there, which is basically housed in Belgium, in Brussels. They basically, the first task they ask you is aggregate the order books of 3-4 exchanges in Rust. So you're already gonna have a pain in the ass doing it in Rust. I'm not gonna lie. And so if you want to do that, you can already prepare yourself, right? You can already say, hey guys, don't worry, here, I already have it done for you, please. So you have a good chance becoming a quant. And now I'm totally confused what I was doing. ETH is, oh man. Yeah, so that's why we need it, Jared. We need to query another exchange. We need to aggregate the order books, query the price. So that's the base we're going to use for this thing, right? And the price is this, so let's do 1281. That's a weird number, where it came from, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? People still have anxiety attacks seeing this number. Look at this. But it's okay. Follow my channel and I will make sure you don't lose money. Trust me. I will. This is no financial advice. I should say that, right? I'm not a financial advisor. Okay? All right, so what we're gonna do first, I'm thinking, let me quickly think. Best ask, and I think we have an error. It's going to be client. It's going to be a client. New client. No, client. And for some reason I have a dyslexic typing with client. For some reason, I always type the E before the Y. It's insane. Best ask is going to be C, get best ask, right? That's the first thing you're gonna do. You're gonna get the best ask or best bid. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. If there is an error. Man, Visual Studio Code is not nil. This plugin is driving me crazy. What we're gonna do? Panic. Just panic because it doesn't matter. Then we're gonna say the best bit. Same thing. Actually, what we're gonna do is make our lives much easier. Do this and this. And say best bit. Like this. Get best bit. Okay, yeah, thanks. The stream is okay. Not quite sure what happened, but sometimes you need to deal with problems in your life, right? That's the thing. We did a lot of streams already, perfectly fine, and this is the first one. Things happening. But my kids are also at home playing above on their iPad, so maybe they are doing some Minecraft shenanigans, right? I don't know. These kids these days. Yes, Minecraft shenanigans. 5 years old, and he beats your ass in every single game. This guy is insane. It's the son of his dad. This guy, man. We cannot raise our kids anymore the way our parents raised us, right? People always say, but why are your kids, Anthony? Why are your kids always playing on their iPads these games? Don't they need to play in the garden, and don't they need to build camps and paint paintings? And man, in 10 years from now, nobody will paint a painting in his life again with a pencil. Everything is digitalized, right? Building camps, playing the garden. In 10 years, if you go outside, you die from one of crazy disease. So you need to play games, and you need to learn how economy works. And how can you learn it as a kid? Playing games, World of Warcraft, RuneScape, right? Minecraft. That will make you, that will make your kid conquer the world. Clip this. Clip this stuff, put it on YouTube Shorts. All right. Best ask, best bid. Yeah. So what I'm going to do real quick. Is going to be, something is wrong with it. So much lag on my computer right now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's why OBS is crashing. No clue. Best bid is going to be this one. So I'm curious how this is going to work because there is no liquidity whatsoever. So I'm going to see what's going on so we can actually bootstrap this thing up. We say new client. We start a server. Let's do Go. Market makes simple, and we put the client inside of this and see what's going on, okay? Eat price, that's for later on. Oh. Connection refused. Yes, we need to time sleep. Why? Because we are booting up a Go routine, and it could take some time. Well, not too much time, but some time. We are too fast before the server is actually booted up. So we're going to say time. 1 second is enough. Time, second. Like this. Look at that speed. End of file. Yes, that's completely true. You see some errors are coming up, and it's good that we do this stuff real quick so we can fix these things. Panic end of file, it's basically because there is no best ask and no best bid. I think that's the problem. Let me open up server. Best ask. Cannot find it. PR, price response. What we can do is what the hell is going on? Why did we, let's panic here real quick. Yes, okay, cool. That's good. Sometimes a panic is good news. Sometimes it is. You see, sometimes we need to fix things first before we can actually go ham with this thing, right? But it doesn't really matter, right? Because if you want to learn these things, having a good understanding of how these exchanges work, how these APIs work, how order books work will make you, that's where the real value comes from. Trust me, that's where the real value comes from. Because if you want to get hired and you can write this yourself, man, these guys, they will treat you like a god, trust me, because a lot of people have no clue what they are doing. They are scientifically very good, right? That's important. Some people are scientifically so good that they sound so smart, but the problem is they cannot solve real life problems. They cannot build things. They just can't. They are good at calculating these crazy algorithms, but the good news is, guys, we don't need to know this because there are scientific papers on the internet and we just need to read them and implement them, right? We don't need to be that smart. You just need to be a good hacker. And what I mean by that is you need to know how it kind of works, right? How it deeply works, these algorithms, like crazy consensus algorithms or whatever. You don't need to know it from a scientific point. You need to understand how it works and how to implement it, right? That's the thing, that's the trick, that's the life hack. Because scientists don't make money. That's the problem. They are so smart, but they don't make money. Why? Because they don't know how to market themselves. They don't know how to make value, turn their knowledge into something that can be used by people like us. And that's why Elon Musk is one of the greatest people on the planet of Earth, because his guy can take something scientifically and understand it and can actually build it, market it, make it work. That's the reason. He's the best at it. He is the best. He is basically, he is the missing link between researcher and engineer. He has a perfect balance between. That's why that guy is insane. Best ask price. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna set it to 0, and it's probably because it's a uint whatever. It's a float. All good, buddy. We're not gonna return this actually. Best ask price, and then it should be 0.10, right? No. We need to check this. Are we gonna get index out of range? Let me quickly check the stream. Fine. Best ask price. Come, I want to do this quickly so we can actually move further on. And if you guys really want, I can also pre-record these videos. Not quite sure how do you like to see these things. I can pre-record it and cut all these silent things out of it. Not quite sure. But sometimes things come organically. You know what I mean? Organically. You can also speed it up and play your YouTube video by 2. Times 2. So maybe we should do something like this. Best I. So if the length is 0, we should return actually. Is that a thing? Maybe it is. Boom. Make it a cleaner. This is gonna work. Best ask. Let's delete this real quick because best bit is not being refactored. So we're gonna see if this is gonna work. Boom. Boom patat. Yeah. Best at 0. So we can actually check that, right? So we can see if it's 0, we know we need to query another exchange. So we can actually do the same for bit, right? Where is this thing? Price response, can we do? Can I actually copy the whole shebang? Always be careful if you copy because I'm confused once again. Like this is going to be price response 0, of course. We're going to start with 0. We're going to return this thing. Yes. Then we're going to say best PR price is going to be this thing. That's the bits, right? This is the ask, that's the bits. Yes. Bits. And do a little var for the blind homies. Boom. All right, is this? Yes. Good. So okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna place two orders, right? So we know, oh man, I don't want to write everything into this giant market making simple function. Maybe we should split it out into another function. I'm gonna call this seed market. Yes, we need a client. This. And we're going to say, so we're going to query, we're going to say if best ask, I can't do it. This is not JavaScript. If best ask is 0, and I think we need to do this. Maybe the compiler know what we means, not quite sure. Best bit is 0. We're going to say seed the market. Right? I'm going to get the client. That's what we're going to do. And so we are in our loop, right? So we know. And that's why there's maybe something of the bad really, something between is Golang is one of the best languages for doing this. Because a lot of people, there's a lot of misconception, right? Because YouTube is full of lies. We already know that. So the problem is everybody thinks Python is the way to go for quant trading. That's completely not true. Right? Why? Because I don't know why it is. People start believing this, but nobody is using Python for this. Scientists are using Python for this. Again, like these scientists are using Python to backtest some whatever. But again, backtesting is also, again, it's a scam, right? It's in my opinion, it's kind of a scam. It's not good for what we are doing, right? Because how can you cannot, anyway, we're not gonna discuss that. But the thing is, in these quantitative trading stuff, the Belgium crypto firm is called Keyrock. And believe it or not, they're huge. Keyrock. Yes. So it's all about it's a lot about concurrency, right? Because you're aggregating order books, you're booting up, you're querying different exchanges at the same time. You have these loops doing stuff, WebSockets maybe some here and there. So there's a lot of stuff going on. It's not like like people say teach you on YouTube. It's completely not like that. It's not an EMA. You're checking and see if price is above the 20 EMA you buy. It's not that. Trust me, you lose all your money. It's all about speed, aggregation of data, queries, processing, loops. And Go is the best thing for it. It's simple. Although a lot of people are using Rust. I don't know why. But Rust and Go, especially Rust for now. Rust and Go. Although a lot of these systems are written in Java and C++. No Python, trust me. Nobody's using Python. Nobody. Literally nobody. Maybe for research. For research, they use Python because there are a lot of tools to process data and historical data and do your backtest on it and blah, 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 blah. But if you want to make real production systems, which is what I'm going to teach you because we're going to do this on real exchanges, you're not going to use Python at all. Won't happen. We're going to seed the market and then we're going to break. No, we're going to break, we're going to continue. Yes, that's what we're going to do because, and for seeding the market, we're going to say fetch the Ethereum price. So we're going to say current price. So we're going to, how do we say this? We're gonna simulate a query to some exchange. Maybe we have already a tool because like I mentioned in quant trading, 60% of it is tooling. Tooling. That's what they do. Making a lot of tools. especially a lot of tools for the rebalancing of their currencies. Because I mentioned that in the video, and I think not a lot of people understand what I mean by that. It's the biggest problem they have. It's still a manual process. Why? Because you have a couple of exchanges. You are aggregating, you're doing arbitrage on, or you're basically making the market. So sometimes it could be that due to the nature of markets, it could be that your BTC, for example, you're making a market BTC USD, right? Fiat. So what happens is after you have a couple of exchanges and after a period of time, your BTC on exchange B is higher than exchange A. But there is an opportunity on A or something, I don't know, right? You need to rebalance it, right? You need to rebalance all these assets. And there is a video of Sam Bankman-Fried, which is the CEO of FTX. A video on YouTube. I'm going to try to find it. And where you can clearly see this problem. He is trading, he's live trading. But these guys are on another level, right? He's on another level. And he sees an opportunity in the market. I don't know, he was watching ordered books or something, and he spotted an opportunity, but he had not enough, I think it was BTC, he had not enough BTC on that exchange. He had not enough BTC, so he was yelling to his colleague or his employee that he needed to have BTC as soon as fucking possible. Because he wanted to take this opportunity, but he couldn't because there was not enough volume. He had not enough BTC on his exchange. That's their problem. That's the problem these guys have, not the algorithms, the rebalancing. So, and it's still a manual process. It's still a manual process. You cannot, if you think you can make a firm, market making firm, and you can leave your algorithms running and go to, I don't know, some country and chill. No, because after a period of time, you're fucked because one of your pairs are just completely depleted and it's on one exchange. So you need to rebalance it back again. And it's still, most of the time, a manual process. And that's a lot of tooling you need to write to make that kind of automatic. Another complex system on top of your already complex algorithms, you know? You know what I mean? Current price. So if you can make something like that, and you have a good tool, startup ID, if you can make a good tool for that, you can sell that to all these market makers because that's a real problem. Man, what would be a good start capital to get some good returns? The higher the better. The higher the better. Unless you want to do like I mentioned, and this is what I think. If you really want to make some money, you need to do arbitrage, and then you can start with any capital you want, and do it on low cap exchanges. Do it on low cap exchanges and try to find exchanges that provide a good liquidity incentive bonus, and then you can start with a small capital, right? But if you want to do it on BTC markets, on Binance or BitMEX, there is no money in the world. You cannot compete because the spread is so low that you cannot make money from with our money, with the amount of volume we provide. It's impossible. Damn it. And it's again. OBS is again doing nasty stuff. I'm not quite sure what's going on. It's really annoying because I'm talking and I don't know what things are actually coming to the other side and what things are not. Anyway, let's go. Current price, seed market, current price is basically we're going to mimic this thing. And I hope that basically YouTube can put all the pieces together. So the video after the stream is going to be a smooth thing, but I'm not sure. We need to see that. Current price is going to be the ETH price. Just to mimic, right? This should be a function call, right? An async call. Async call to the fetch the price. Whatever. This new order, is that a thing? New order, what does it take? Let me open up order book real quick here. Let's test. Yeah, it's fine. Wait. Bit. Wait, let's make this a bit first, to be honest. True, it's going to be the size. That's a good question, right? What's the size? That's everything we can configure. We can configure this stuff. But let's say 100. What's going on? Please, visuals. 100 or maybe 10. And the user ID, that's a good question. Let's say 8. I think these exists. There is this, I'm going to say if response error is going to be server client C place a limit order, right? So we're going to place a limit order. So what we're going to do, we basically started our loop. We check the price, but nobody is there. There is literally a complete fresh exchange. So we're going to query the ETH price from another exchange. We're going to use that price, and then we're going to place a man. Anyway, it's not only a red day on the market, it's also a red day on my stream for some reason. And I hope tonight will be better. I hope it will be better, not gonna lie. Because tonight everybody is sleeping and then the internet connection would free up, right? Let's do this. Let's do the seeding real quick, right? That's a good starting point. So place limit order. Let me open up client because I don't know on the top of my head how this works. Although I wrote it myself. The stream is definitely slow. Yeah, I know, Jared. I know. Is it really bad, or is it just in a certain time frame, or is it really just constantly trash? Because if that's the case, that's not a good idea. Because sometimes I see the red thing in my screen, and that basically means I'm dropping some frames, some frames. But if it's constant, if it's a continuous problem, that's not good. That's savage. Place limit order, basically place limit order per rams, right? Aye. It's completely different. It's basically the bit order going to be server or client maybe. I forgot already, what the hell? Place limit order. Place order params. Yeah, of course, man. I'm confused. These dropping frames are basically knocking me out of my flow. Client place order params. That's what we're gonna do, params. So what do we need in this thing? We need a user ID, right? That's gonna be 8. We know that. Then we need a bit. That's gonna be, because it's a bit, that's true. Then we need the price. So it's gonna say, we're gonna say it's the current price. Let's make it a float real quick. Like this. Current price, we're gonna say it's a bit, right? So we're gonna wait. Let's do let's overdo this a little bit. So we're gonna current price minus 100. Yes, yes. What do we need? The size. That's all things we can choose, we can configure, we can test, we can play with. So the size is 10. I don't know, 10 each. Yeah. Then we're gonna place this bit order inside of this. And is the stream okay now? That would be nice if I get some feedback. If there is not nil, we're gonna panic. Panic add real quick, like this. The response, do we need to print it out? Probably not. We don't need this guy. Place limit order, what's going on? Bit order. Oh yeah, I see. It's gonna be a pointer. You know what? We just pass in the reference here. Boom. All right. Cool. That's the first thing. Can we actually test this already? Probably we can. Make run. Best bit. So that's so what happens is we started our loop. We noticed nobody is on the exchange. So we created the price from some other exchange. Then we offset that price for our bit with I think $100, right? And we're gonna do the same with the ask. We're gonna add another $100 on top of it, if that makes sense. And why is this cursor always in the way? So that's the bit order. That's good, that's good. Okay, cool. So let's make the ask real quick. It's going to be the ask order. It's going to be client place order parens. I could copy it, but it is okay. We're going to have the same user ID. We're going to say bit is going to be true. No. Bit is false because it's an ask, right? The price is going to be the current price. Yeah. We could actually do this. We could make an offset, right? We could say offset straddle or whatever these guys name it. Like this. Boom. Like this, ask order. We're gonna copy this whole thingy once again. Paste that in. Let me quickly check. Okay, it's still, the stream is fine. Excellent connection. That's good. It's just some spikes, man. It's just some spikes. I don't know. Place limit order. The ask order. We're gonna panic. Boom. So yeah, so that's fine. So what happens right now is we have we place a bid for 1181 and we place an ask for 1381. So basically means the spread is 200, right? Is this a real scenario? No, we are just juggling out with these numbers, right? Good in a way, like trustworthy. Do you have some good examples of exchanges you like for such arbitrage? Yeah. If you are on the Discord, send me a message. Because yeah, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. But most of the time you will look for, you search for exchanges that are basically can I say this? You look for shady exchanges. Not for shady, but where is everybody? Everybody is on Kraken. Well, not everybody, but Kraken, BitMEX, Binance, FTX, Bybit, right? Although in the beginning, Bybit had some good liquidity incentive programs, but now they are big, and now it's, I don't know, I need to check. But you need to find these new guys. The same way you find good opportunities for coins, right? You need to search good opportunities for exchanges, the same thing. Nothing comes for free in this world, right? Nothing comes for free. The same in DeFi. The same in DeFi, like arbitrage and Uniswap, I'm not quite sure, but there are new DeFi protocols coming out every day. So you need to do your research and you know, that's how it is. If somebody makes a tutorial on YouTube, you're already too late. That's the thing. If some tech app developer, right? This specialist, like they all are, but they have no clue what they're doing, piece by piece, one by one. Once they make a tutorial about flash loans, it's already too late. It's already too late. It's game over, right? Game's already done. Game is already played. And that's something you need to realize, and that's in everything. That's not in crypto, that's in everything in life. The best opportunity to do something is when you figure it out yourself. Not when your friend comes to you, not when somebody on Twitter is talking about it, not when somebody on YouTube is making a video about it. But you are also making tutorials. Yes, that's true. But I'm teaching you the basics, and where you are going to use this, that's up to you, right? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm teaching you how to program, and I'm teaching you how to do these things. But there it stops, right? We have good news. We are making the market. So let's also, before we wrap it up, and I'm not probably going to stream back tonight. It depends if my GF is coming, yes or no. And I hope she stays at home. Oh my God, I hope she's not looking. Damn. I'm saying too much on stream, I'm not gonna lie. Luckily, luckily there are only 6 persons or 7 persons watching this, because oh my God. Yeah, let's create a market guy. We need a guy. We need some people that placing market orders, right? That's important, and that's the basics we have. And then we're gonna build upon that, right? We're gonna build upon that. And then you have, trust me, then you have the best overview how these things work, because it's exactly how these things work. Exactly how. There's nothing different. It's exactly the same. This is just a smaller scale. Let's make market order placer, just like we actually already had. Yes, and then we need a client. Client. We can go to Asian exchanges. Well, that's exactly, yeah, that's true. There's a good opportunity, but there's a lot of problems. There are so many problems, guys. Yeah, there's a very good foreign countries, India, or for example. I don't know, Jared, you should know that. I don't know. These countries, they want to make exchanges, right? That's a good. Yeah, exactly. But exactly. True. I'm nothing more to say about it. India, Malaysia, Africa, these things. There is the opportunity. There it is. And that's how basically this Sam guy from FTX made his money, right? He arbitraged, but they didn't arbitrage in a way we know it with computer programs. They arbitraged by actually flying to Asia. I think it was Asia, or China, I don't know, or Japan. I have no clue. Korea. I don't know exactly where it was, but. And the problem there is to get the money. It's the rebalancing. You see, it's again they had the rebalancing problem once again. Rebalancing, especially rebalancing in countries where you need to with different fiat and swap it out, and you cannot take millions because the police comes and oh man, it's nasty. You see, that's the real difficulties in making a shit ton of money in these markets. It's okay, cool. Market order placer. So we're gonna make a loop once again. I'm gonna make a for loop. We're also gonna have a ticker. And actually we could put time.sleep, but I don't like it. I'm gonna say ticker is going to be time new ticker 1. Yeah, let's make it 1 time second. Let's make them fast. Like this, and then we're gonna wait on this channel, ticker C, like this. We're gonna make a buy order. And that's the limit, right? So we need market. What does it want, market order? We don't need a price, right? Doesn't matter. Market orders don't have a price. They fill at the best bid or the best ask. It's going to be user ID 7, of course. Place market order. What's going on? C. Bit, true, size. We need to be careful because, well, so we seed the market and then we're gonna basically just deplete it. That's what we're gonna do. And then next time is for tonight or maybe another day. Wait, I'm making... This is not true. This is market order. Yeah. Like this, and then we panic, and it's good. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other order. Like this is gonna be sell. Order params, user ID 7. Again, it's gonna be a false because it's a ask. Size is 10, why not? Place market order, and it's going to be the sell order, right? Sell, like this. Delete this, maybe some space for readability. Like that, market order placer. Sam FTX trade on Korea. Yeah, Korea, well, that's exact. Thanks for fetching that, Gerard. Yes, Korea. So they basically spotted an opportunity, right? Which is arbitrage. And that's why prices are, and basically arbitrage is not only in crypto, arbitrage is the way the world works. Literally everything. Everything in your life, everything you can imagine is based on arbitrage in this world. And there is a saying that says that markets always come to fair value. Markets will always come to an equilibrium. Why? Because of you, because of the people, because of humans. We determine the price, not the market makers. Something you need to understand. Not smart money. Not the market makers, not the exchanges. We, the people. We determining the price of everything. That the market makers that will arbitrage around it. Markets will balance them out. They will make sure everything is balanced out, and they will use that opportunity to make money. They will use that opportunity to make money. It's the same in supermarkets, right? I think I mentioned this example already before. Rebalance. It's this problem before, that we are determining everything. And people that say, yeah, but the inflation will make crypto great, and that's not true. People that say that have no clue what's going on. They have no clue. They are markets. It's basically the whole economy, right? It's smart money, which basically just people, the wealthy people, right? And so what smart money does is basically just rebalancing their assets, right? They have a lot of money and they don't care to make a quick profit out of the market. They don't care about the price of Bitcoin. They don't care about anything. They don't care about decentralization. They don't give a shit. The only thing these guys doing, they have a lot of money. So what they do is they spread their capital. They allocate their capital into assets with different kinds of risk profiles, right? And depends on the wealthy people you are. Some people are more risky, right? Some people are less risky. So they invest in bonds, they invest in real estate, maybe invest in gold, in silver, and they also invest, they see an opportunity in crypto, so they also invest in the more risky type, which is crypto is. It is what it is, let us be honest. And they invest a bit in crypto. And right now, the economy is very uncertain, so these guys are basically just rebalancing once again. They take everything out of risk. They take everything out of the stock market. They take everything out of these things and put it into whatever. I don't know what they are doing with it, right? But they're just rebalancing it into safer havens, right? That's the smart money. And the hedge fund is basically the smart money because these guys are managing the money of these guys, right? Because these guys are busy with their businesses, right? They are making money with their businesses. They are the Tommy Shelbys, right? And they have people allocating their money. And that's what a hedge fund is. Simple, right? It's people, smart money. It's not institutional candles and whatever these stupid guys on Twitter and YouTube tells you, right? And right now, people has no money. Everybody is complaining about the gas prices. Everybody is complaining about everything is so expensive in life. Boo hoo hoo. And they are crying every day. In my country, they are crying. If the first thing people tell to me is, oh, life is so expensive. That's the first thing. So what do you think? They're going to buy NFTs? They cannot even buy the choco on their sandwich. So you're going to think they're going to buy an NFT or they're going to buy crypto? No. So what happens? Price goes down. Simple. It's as simple as it is. So when the prices go up? Well, when there is enough money, when people have back their, how do you say that? Their buy power, then the price go up, right? It's simple. It's simple. It's classic finance. It's classic things. People don't teach you this. I don't know why. I don't understand this. But like the weird price action on future charts is caused by the or exchange. Well, listen. So, of course, market makers. There are some shady people. Listen, you need to understand that the whole world is rigged in a way, right? Exchanges, trust me, like these high frequency trading firms. And listen. Once again, these have a very well-known connection with the exchanges. So they front run every order. I mean, it's rigged. But that's a world we're not going to go deeper into because there is nothing to learn there. I mean, we cannot compete, right? We will never do that thing. So I want to teach you stuff that you can actually use. But what happens there, man, there's nasty things. And in crypto, the same thing, right? There are a lot of people with a lot of money, right? These, I call them, there's just regular people that are early and they made a shit ton of money. And they don't need to work anymore. They don't need to do anything anymore. And most of the time, people who are early in Bitcoin are technical people, right? And they know how these things work. And of course, they do a lot of spoofing, and you see some crazy shit on these exchanges sometimes. But that has nothing to do with market makers. Market makers don't do that stuff. They are not doing this. All these weird price action behavior is due to mistakes and due to spoofing orders and everything. That happens, right? That's really a thing. And that's all about, that's actually manipulating the price. It's true. They do that. And trust me, sometimes they do that just to brag off, because these people know each other on these exchanges. It's a strange world, trust me. Because these guys can make a lot of money because they have a lot of money. So a tiny bit, a tiny difference in price, right? Because spoofing an order will never make a giant difference. But for them it will, because millions will make millions, right? But if we come up with our 5K, nothing will happen, right? What are you going to make? Hi, love. There's a lot of things that are happening, but you don't need to worry about that, because that's something we cannot do, because we don't have the capability to do. That's why I'm also not teaching high frequency trading, because it's all about high frequency, speed, and big numbers. Because these algorithms, they run exactly in the same data center as the exchange. Sometimes they run at the same place as the exchange. Think about that, let that sink in. So who do you think are doing this stuff? The exchange itself, of course. What do you think? It's live. Everything is rigged. These brokers, what do you think they do? They gather the orders, they front run everything. Robinhood, what do you think? Why do you think they make profit? Why they have no fees? Because they front run everything, right? I mean, it's a whole scam. It's a whole scam. So if you really want to make money in your life, trust me, because people want that, right? If you really want to do that, you need to learn how to make these things. Trust me, you need to learn things that nobody else knows. If you can do that, you will make a lot of money in a safe, reliable way. Yes. Don't let you fool you by affiliate marketing and all these stuff, right? Don't do it. Learn a hard skill. Be the best. Learn things that are niche, and you will make a lot of money. But it will take time, but you will make it eventually. It's the best advice I can give you. So you see? So I'm not only teaching you how to program, but I'm only teaching you some life lessons. Because I made in my life so many mistakes, you have no clue. You have no idea how many mistakes I made. Too many. All right, so when are we going to code, or what is this? What channel is this? Market order placer. Look at this. So we just did it, right? So I think we can do make run actually. Wait, we can't, because we don't have our market maker, market placer in our loop. I'm gonna time sleep again. 1 time second, like this, and then we're gonna say go market placer, I guess, and then the client inside of this thing. It's order placer, yes. All right, make run, let's go. Boom, not enough volume. Yes, that's completely normal. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna adjust the size a little bit. So this market order placer, let's place one. Let's place one. Okay. Wait, false, true? Yeah, something is... Make the market, yes. Is it not enough? Or what is this? How many sides did we actually placed? Because oh, how is this actually possible? Look at this. We can actually we place an ask without any size. In what kind of program you can do that? Never. We need to fix that. That's the reason why everything is broken. Let me quickly fix it. Place, because right now it's gonna work. Look at this. Make run. And is the stream? I think the stream is fine now. I think it's good. I think my neighbor just stopped playing. What game? Valorant. He stopped playing Valorant, and that's the reason why I can stream. Okay, so it's working. So what's happening? We are making the market. Well, we see the market, right? We need to do our loop, our market making loop better, right? But we have our market order placer, which basically places market orders. It simulates a guy. It simulates the real life, right? Because in an exchange, people are constantly buying Bitcoin, right? Boom, boom, at the market, boom, boom, boom. So that's what we're doing every second, and at a certain point of time, so you can see it's the same price because we have enough volume. We have, I think we have 100. No, we have 10 volume sitting at this price and 10 volume sitting at that price, and we buy and sell one size until we basically completely eat at this price level, right? And then the exchange says we have no liquidity, right? And that's what we're gonna fix in the next thing. We're gonna keep providing making the market so everybody can buy something, some asset at any size at all time. That's the thing. That's the thing. Are there any questions? Then feel free to ask, and I will answer it the best I can. The best I can. Stream health. I'm gonna check. Can I see? It's healthy. Oh yeah, this issue. Yeah. I wanna actually. So a place order params. That's basically a place limit order. Maybe I should do it in client actually. I'm waiting for some questions, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Doing some shopping. And normally I would be back in the evening. Not quite sure. It's possible. Possibly. Maybe. Place market order. Where is this thing? Place a limit order. Get trades. Cancel. Place limit order. Yes. So if the size... I will need to check these parameters actually. If piece size is basically 0 or something. Size cannot be 0 when placing a limit order. Size cannot be 0. Yeah. Can we test this if I delete this size? But probably doesn't make any sense because we panic. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's do this, make a run and see what's happened. It should be panicking, boom. Yes, it is. Cannot be 0, good. Gushy. All right, no questions? Well, then I thank you for watching once again. If you like this video, this stream or video later on, because it's going to be saved and as a replay, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thumbs up, questions in the comments, you know this stuff. And if you really want, you can join the Discord channel. The code is available on GitHub. And if you have any more questions, hook me up on Twitter or on Discord or on GitHub. It doesn't matter. I will be happy to answer all your questions. So that was it. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.